I spent 3 years collecting points. Last year, I ran the numbers. Net gain, $47 for 3 years of strategy. This isn't a success story. It's a postmortem on optimization theater. I used to be that person, the one who checks bonus categories before buying, who maintains a spreadsheet, who tells friends which card to use for gas. I genuinely believed I'd found a loophole, that the bank was overlooking something, and I was quietly winning. Then I looked at the actual math, and I want to walk you through what I found, because I think most people are playing this game the same way I was, optimizing for the illusion of control. Let's start with how rewards actually work. Marketing and mechanics are not the same thing. Cashback cards offer 1 to 5% back. Sounds great on paper. That's the point. Take a typical household, $3,000 a month in card spending, $36,000 a year. At 2% cash back, that's $720 annually. Sounds meaningful. Now slow down. First question, did you carry a balance at any point this year? If you carried just $500 for one billing cycle at the average rate of 22% APR, that's about $9 in interest. Small? Maybe. But most people don't carry a balance for 1 month. The average U.S. credit card balance exceeds $6,000. At 22%, that's over $110 in interest per month. Your $720 in annual cashback disappears in about 6.5 months. After that, you're still earning points, but losing real money. Interest eats the rewards, then eats your capital. That's how I almost ended up behind, earning with one hand, paying with the other, while only watching the hand that receives. Maybe you're disciplined. You pay in full, every month, no exceptions. Good. Now let's talk annual fees. Cards with the best rewards almost always charge them. Basic cards, around $95 a year. Premium metal cards with lounge access, $550 or more. The pitch is always the same. The card pays for itself. On paper, sometimes it does. A $550 card might offer $300 in travel credits, $120 for dining, lounge access, hotel status. But be honest, do you actually use all of that? I had a card with a $95 fee. I kept it for bonus points on travel and dining. Problem? I'm not a frequent traveler. One flight that year, I cook at home. My spending in those categories, maybe $200 total, 3% on $200 is $6. 2% on $150 in dining is $3 more. That's $9 in bonus rewards from the categories that justified the card, minus $95 in fees. Net loss, $86. And I thought I was winning. Someone might say, but the flat rate cash back on everything else makes up for it. Maybe. Run your actual numbers, not the bank's hypothetical calculator. Your real spending, your real redemptions, your real fees. Most people don't. That's exactly why the model works. Zoom out. Where does the money come from? Banks don't give you 2% out of generosity. You're worth more to them than that. Every swipe triggers a merchant fee, typically 1.5 to 3.5%. That cost is baked into prices. Merchants can't surcharge cards easily, so they raise prices for everyone, including cash payers. The bank keeps most of that fee. They return a slice as your reward. They keep the rest, plus annual fees, plus interest from balance carriers, which is most cardholders, plus late fees, foreign transaction fees, cash advance fees. It's a retention engine. It keeps you spending on that card. It gives you a reason not to cancel. It makes disciplined cash users feel like they're getting something extra, so they reach for the card more often. Research confirms people spend 10 to 15% more with credit than with cash. The psychological distance from money lowers the pain of paying. If rewards return 2%, but the card nudges you to spend 12% more, that's not a win. That's a well-designed loss. The system wasn't built for you to win. Let's get specific. Not all rewards are cash back. Many are points or miles. Points are a currency whose value the issuer controls entirely. A point isn't a dollar. Its worth is whatever the bank says it is today. Airline miles used to be worth about 1.5 cents. Then devaluations hit, category bonuses change, blackout dates appear, points expire, partnerships end. I knew someone who hoarded nearly 200,000 points for a business class flight to Europe. When he finally booked, the redemption rate had changed. The same flight now cost 400,000 points. His points hadn't grown. They'd just become worth less. Psychological trap. People hold on to points like gift cards. Billions in unredeemed gift card value go unused every year. Points follow the same pattern. You accumulate, you feel wealthier, you don't redeem. The company benefits from the float. You lose value to expiration or devaluation. Cashback is simpler. A dollar is a dollar. But even cashback has the same core issue. If you carry a balance or pay fees, the arithmetic rarely favors you. I've been hard on rewards. Let me clarify my position. I'm not saying don't use credit cards. I'm not saying rewards are always a scam. I'm saying most people use reward cards in ways that don't benefit them because marketing highlights upside and obscures cost. Here's what actually works. Step 1. Know if you carry a balance. If you do, even occasionally, rewards aren't your priority. Interest is. A 0% intro APR card with no rewards serves you better right now. Pay down the balance. Then, consider rewards. Step 2. Calculate your real annual fee ROI. Take your card, add the fee. Add up every benefit you actually used last year, not the ones you could use. If the value you extracted doesn't exceed the fee, you're paying for marketing. Step 3. Match the card to your real spending. If most of your budget goes to groceries and gas, a card with strong cash back in those categories can make sense if you pay in full. Some cards charge $95 but offer 6% back on groceries up to $6,000 a year. Spend $500 a month on groceries? That's $360 in cash back, minus the fee, $265 net. That's real money. But you need your numbers, not theirs. Step 4. Treat points like coupons, not savings. Use them when you have them. Don't hoard. Don't alter spending to accumulate faster. Redeem for straightforward value. Cashback, statement credits, simple travel. Don't play the maximize redemption value game unless it's a hobby you enjoy and have time to manage. For most people, the mental overhead isn't worth an extra half cent per point. Step 5. Audit your behavior. If having a rewards card makes you spend more, if you catch yourself thinking, I should put this on the card for the points, that's data, not a moral failure. That's how the product is designed. Awareness doesn't automatically fix it, but ignorance guarantees you won't. Some people genuinely do better with debit. Some do better with one simple, no-fee cashback card. The best financial tool is the one that costs you the least in the real world, not the one that looks best on a comparison site. I still use a credit card. One card. Flat, 2% cash back, no annual fee. I pay in full every month. Last year, I got about $400 back. Life-changing? No. But it didn't cost me anything either. That $47 year I mentioned, that was me juggling 3 cards, 2 annual fees, and a balance I was slowly chipping away at. I thought I was optimizing. I was just making the math more complicated. Systems don't care about you. They care about outcomes. Credit card rewards are a real product with real value. But the product works best for the bank and second best for the small subset of people who pay 0 interest, use every benefit, and redeem points efficiently. Everyone else is somewhere between breaking even and subsidizing those people. That's not a conspiracy. That's a business model.